Let me start off by asking you about all your employees at Accenture. How are you guys faring?
Well, I've always said that Accenture, I've always been very proud to be here. And I will say that the last several weeks, I could not be more proud of just how people have rallied together. We have over 500,000 people. And every day there are stories about our employees, working overnight to enable people at home so that they can serve their clients. We do many mission critical services. We run supply chains for hospitals. We do trading for banks. We run IT for critical infrastructure like utilities. And even as our people are really concerned about their own health and each other and their families, they're making sure that these critical services continue for our clients.
What are some of the most important issues that your clients are talking to you about, Julie, right now?
Well, I talk about there's two phases, right? So the first phase has been, and depending on what country you're in, making sure that their employees are safe and can work from home. And so we've helped a lot of our clients. And in fact, we just went live this week with training that's free on our website for how to get the best use out of Teams, because the first phase is making sure employees are safe and they're enabled in most cases from home. And if not, if they have to go to the office for essential services, they're just taken care of. Phase two, though, quickly is how do they continue their services and their business continuity? Obviously, lots of jobs are dependent on that, and many of our clients provide vital services. So it's really a two-pronged conversation right now.
So how do you plan for what's ahead in this type of environment? So many unknowns in terms of your employees and helping customers.
It's a great point, Andy, and as many CEOs have talked about, there really is no playbook for right now in terms of just absolutely knowing. So I think there's a couple of really important things that we're certainly focused on. The first is transparency. Actually, it's sometimes comforting to just acknowledge both to your employees and clients that we don't know what's going on, but that we're focused on making sure that we're navigating as it comes. The second is continuing to remain calm. We're relying on protocols that we've had in place, not for a global pandemic, but for other crisis situations. We're executing on those with discipline. We're sharing that knowledge with our clients. And then we're really looking ahead to say what is really important is once we have people safe, is making sure as a global economy that we're providing the services and that we're part of that. And so we've been answering calls from hospitals to help. We're making sure that our clients can be up and running. And it's really taking it day by day, but looking forward with an absolute belief that this will end.
Right, but do you have any idea how long it will last? And so how are you planning for how many weeks or months do you think it is? Or how many months or weeks do you think it might be?
Andy, that's anybody's guess right now. And so what we're trying to do is put in the infrastructure and the connections for our people and with our clients as if it may last for a very long time. And what that really means is that it's as important to focus on the services, but also people. And so we're not using the term social distancing at Accenture. We talk about physical distancing because what we've seen is that people are connecting at home and with their clients and with each other. And that is a critical element for us being able to stay the course. And so we are focused as much on the social connections to enable us to go as long as we need, because it's that emotional ties. And remember, it's with each other as colleagues, but we have long-standing relationships with our clients, and we're doing that with people, not because of the services, but to help each other. And I think what makes this tragedy so unprecedented is it really does affect every one of us, and our mindset is how can we help each other?
You guys are so global, Julie. Are some countries different from others in terms of, being sort of not so hit hard by the virus and they're actually functioning better?
Well, as you've seen in the news, right, the virus is hitting countries at different paces. And so, we've taken the perspective that it is a global pandemic, and so every country will be affected. And more of our, as this has moved around, we've been able to prepare, as many other companies have, more quickly in other countries based on the lessons we've learned in the early stages.
What kind of communication are you having with elected officials, Washington, D.C., state officials, heads of state in other countries in terms of dealing with the crisis and being able to collaborate possibly with them?
In every country in which we operate, we've taken the approach of wanting to work with the associations so that we're speaking with one voice. So, for example, in the U.S., we're part of the Business Roundtable's task force that's giving advice both to the federal government and also issuing guidance to help states and local governments. And as you go around the countries, because we think it's, again, important because this is global. It's affecting everyone, all businesses, all sizes of businesses. And so we've really been trying to work with other companies on behalf of the communities and representing all parts of those communities.
And finally, Julie, are there any things that you can point to internally or in terms of connecting with clients that has really surprised you during the coronavirus, maybe a way of communicating that is unprecedented or surprising to you?
I think what's been really delightful is the groundswell of connections, everything from people sharing baby photos, right, to parenting tips. And I guess it's not surprising in that I think that people come together in times of crisis, but it's really provided sort of heartwarming moments at a time when we really need it to see the creativity coming out.
Julie Sweet, CEO of Accenture, thanks so much for your time, and be well.
And thank you and your team. I know that, the journalism today, you are an essential service, and we appreciate, because I know you've got production teams that can't work from home. So thank you very much.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.